Hey Capricorn, Happy New Year to you. Hope you're all well. It's the 9th of January 2026. I'm going to pull you a general collective tarot reading today. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's a collective reading, so the messages pulled won't be for all of you. If the message is for you, you'll know, or your intuition will let you know. So, what have we got for Capricorn? In life, in work, in love, in finances. Okay. I'm not going to take those at the moment. About 3 just fell out of the deck, but if they're meant to come out, they'll come out. If it was 1, I might have taken it. But if it's meant to come out, it'll come out. Anyway, let's get on. For Capricorn, messages, advice and guidance. For Capricorn, these cards are being quite... Is that your energy I'm picking up on? Bit here and there, up in the air, a little bit everywhere. Ha! Okay, let's go for Capricorn. What have we got? Yes. Perhaps I was picking up on the energy. So, 5 of Cups in reverse, Magician in reverse, King of Wands in the upright, and there you are, Capricorn, the Devil in the upright. So, some sort of disappointment, doubtful thinking, self-doubt, wondering if you have the skills, the courage, the desire, the power to make something happen here or turn something around. King of Wands, progression, vision, looking forward, making plans, and the Devil. Attachments, the dark side, the shadow self, the things that hold you back, the things that stop you going forward. You're having some sort of doubt about going forward in something here perhaps, or making something happen, or something that's stopping you from going forward. Let's see what this might be about. Tell me about the Devil and why he's here for Capricorn. Why is the Devil here for Capricorn? 7 of Cups in reverse. Weighing something up, your feelings on something up, your emotions on something. Trying to figure out whether something is achievable, whether it's realistic or whether it's fantasy, whether it's illusion. Many options perhaps, many directions in which you could go, many plans that you could make, but feeling overwhelmed perhaps about putting this plan into place, or how you're going to put this plan into place, or in what direction you're going to go in, or in what plan is achievable and what is wishful thinking. And do you have the power, the tools, the desire, the courage in which to bring it into reality? Tell me about the Magician. Why is the Magician here? Okay. That's the 8 of Cups. In reverse. Not walking away from something, resisting walking away or going forward towards something else. Again, this energy of being held, not being able to go forward, being stuck, being under some sort of hold, power. Being restricted in some way, or feeling restricted in some way. feeling doubtful, feeling like you haven't got what it takes. Tell me about the King of Wands for Capricorn. Why is he here? Oh, well then, the Queen of Wands. Okay. The King and the Queen of Wands. That is a fiery, powerful combination. That is the high extreme of wow. That's pure courage, pure determination, pure confidence. That is pure firepower. The King and Queen of Wands in the fire element, within the fire element, is a match made in heaven. This is a power couple. This is the law. Kind of the King and Queen of Wands, they are royalty. These are the bosses. These are what they say goes. What they want to make happen happens. Okay, that's interesting. That's pure passion, desire, authority, determination, decisiveness, growth, progress. Tell me about the Five of Cups for Capricorn in its reverse energy. Why is it here for Capricorn? Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Overindulgence. Spending too much. Being dependent on something external of you. Perhaps depending on money. Perhaps overspending, overindulging a little bit too much, and it's left you feeling a little bit at a loss, perhaps financially. Or looking to create abundance, looking to create stability within yourself, perhaps. Tell me, let's change decks a minute. So, tell me about the Queen of Wands. Why? I don't know what's up with these decks, sorry. Ace of Wands. Alright, so that was a definite flip out. Ace of Wands in reverse. Again, more fiery energy, but this is in the negative. This is in the reverse energy. There's a want to go forward here. There's a desire for something here, but it's not happening. There's a very fiery kind of want to progress, to go forward, but it's not happening for whatever reason, but quite a strong reason that it's something stopping this or whatever it is. Eight of Cups in reverse. Why is it here for Capricorn? Eight of Cups in reverse. Why is it here for Capricorn? Again, there's the Seven of Cups in the upright. Up and down energy here. There's something you want, some kind of wish fulfillment, some kind of desire you have that's very strong. But you're a little bit up and down here. Your choices, options, things that you might be imagining, all the possibilities. But you're kind of wondering if this is achievable. Is this going to happen or not? Can I achieve this or can I not? Is this a reality or is it a fantasy? Was it never achievable in the first place? You're kind of feeling confused here. You're feeling very sort of many different things at the moment here, Capricorn. You're feeling confused and sort of stunted in progression and growth and restricted, and yeah, and there's the Nine of Swords that just flipped over. Yeah, very, like I said, a lot of going on in the mind, fears, worries, anxiety, overthinking, trying to find a solution here. All sorts of everything going on in the mind at the moment. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups in reverse. I'm going to put these separate a minute. There's some sort of breakdown here, perhaps in a relationship, a connection, a marriage, a family situation, a disharmony, a disconnection, a separation. Ten of Cups in reverse, and it's causing you a worry, and it's weighing on your mind. Tell me about that Seven of Cups, just for further clarification. Although two have flipped out, I wasn't sure whether they are separate energies or for the Seven of Cups. So please, why is the Seven of Cups here for Capricorn? Twice. Three of Cups. So this Three of Cups, friendship, getting together, socializing, being around your friends, your family, the people that you enjoy being around, could also be about being around too many people, too many options, too many parties, too many people. Perhaps too much socializing or too much fun is stopping, too much play is kind of holding you back from long-term plans and visions, perhaps. Perhaps you're out partying too much and you're sleeping all day, and it's kind of, you know, stunting your progression in other areas of your life. The Devil in reverse. Yeah. Trying to break free from that which holds you back. Perhaps you know, a habit or a hobby or something is limiting you here. Some sort of temptation, some sort of addiction, overindulgence, some sort of lifestyle or habit or something is kind of overpowering you here. It's stopping you going forward. Very synchronized and somewhat repetitive, stuck energy here for you, Capricorn. Tell me about the Ten of Cups in reverse. Why is it here for Capricorn? Justice in reverse. Again, imbalance, unfairness, not receiving a fair outcome in something, not receiving balance, making judgment on a situation, making judgment on yourself, on others, on how and why something is in the energy that it is in now. I'm going to switch decks a minute. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles in its reverse form. Why is it here for Capricorn? Page of Wands. Could be dealing, or it could be to do with younger people or someone that's younger than you, or you or you've got this burst of fiery energy, this want for progression, this perhaps for travel or creativity or new projects or something brand new, something that kind of makes you feel fresh again, young again, revives your spark of passion, desire, creativity. Something you want to live again, you want to feel alive again, and something is stopping you doing that, or preventing you from doing that, limiting you from doing that, restricting you from doing that. Tell me about the other Seven of Cups card in its reverse form. Why is it here for Capricorn? The Star. Staying hopeful, keeping the faith, keeping the hope that this will all turn out all right, this will come good, everything will be all right. I don't know, I'm just wishing upon a star, looking for the light, looking up to the light, remaining, just having some sort of hope, faith, balance, renewal within yourself that all will be okay one way or the other. Ace of Wands in its reverse energy. Why is it here for Capricorn? Eight of Cups in reverse again. You're not getting progress. This is some sort of wish fulfillment. This is something that is that would make you happy, that would fulfill you in some way, but you're not. You have a huge passion for this, a huge desire, a huge want for something here, but you're not getting it. And you're kind of resisting moving away from this, even though you're not getting any progression. You're not getting what you want from this. But is there a fantasy here, or is it the idea of it that's keeping you held because you think it would sort of complete you in some way? It would, you know, this is the be all and end all. There's nothing better than this, and this is what I'm sticking around for. Even if I'm not going to get it, I'm still going to wait for it. I'm still going to kind of, you know, tell me about the Page of Wands and why it's here for Capricorn. Two of Pentacles. Priorities. Multitasking, keeping everything balanced, keeping yourself balanced. Balancing act, trying to kind of keep yourself together and in balance with this kind of going on. Keeping yourself stable, trying to create stability for yourself in amongst this situation, whatever it is for you. Staying grounded. Justice in reverse. Why is it here for Capricorn? There's that Queen of Wands again. There's that Queen of Wands. Huge desire here. Huge fire burning here. Determination, confidence, passion. It's almost like it's bubbling under the surface. Two of Pentacles. Four of Wands. That's a celebration. That's community. That's partnership. That's family. That's, you know, community. That's people coming together, or parties, celebrations, weddings perhaps. Is that what your determination is to bring this back around, or to, that's, you know, you want this to come together, to, this would be cause for celebration. Tell me more about that Queen of Wands. Four of Swords, you're kind of just taking time out, resting, contemplating, thinking about it all. Eight of Cups. Six of Cups in reverse, holding on to the memory, holding on to past baggage, feeling nostalgic, looking back to how things used to be, or how you want things to be, or how things once were. Maybe thinking of times when times were simpler, easier. Very childlike, nostalgic energy. The Star. Two of Wands. Knight of Wands. There's so much wand energy here, it's unreal. Right, I'm going to just pause a minute. The cards will stay in the order of which they came out, but I'm going to put them this way because I'm going to delve a little bit deeper into what this is all about. One moment. Right, I'm getting for some of you, or whoever it resonates for, this is about finding your inner power. This is about realising that you are more powerful than that which you are attached to, and not to let attachments or unhealthy habits or patterns take you over. For some of you, or who it resonates for, you are in your very fiery, passionate kind of energy, and you're out there enjoying pleasures, casual encounters perhaps, with many, with everyone, not with everyone, but you're just out there, free, fiery, maybe, you know, single, unattached, and just having fun. Perhaps you need to keep a rein on it a little bit. Perhaps it's getting a little bit out of control. Perhaps why that's why the devil's here in that certain energy, because perhaps you need to just take a cold shower, perhaps. For someone else, this is a very fiery determination to get some sort of wish fulfillment that you're not walking away from. But for one of you or some of you, this is a wish fulfillment that you're very determined towards, that perhaps you need to start thinking about walking away from, because perhaps it's not coming into reality. Some of you are, or one of you, or whoever it resonates for, you're possibly overconfident about something that seems to not be achievable somehow. You're possibly aiming a little bit too high, or kind of letting your imagination run wild with you, and it's kind of creating all sorts of fantasies perhaps, or, you know, letting your emotions getting carried away with you. Too much kind of fiery energy, and the fire is starting to get out of control, starting to burn you perhaps. All right, let's have a look here. Tell me about that Ace of Wands and its reverse energy. What's the blockage? What's the delay? Lack of progression? Why is the Ace of Wands here and its reverse energy for Capricorn? Three of Wands in reverse. Again, a very heavy, stuck, stagnant, stuck, delayed, lack of direction, lack of forward motion. Perhaps some of you are traveling, or some of you are returning from traveling. Perhaps, yeah, I mean, perhaps some of you have been traveling and, you know, really going on adventures and meeting loads of new people, and, you know, and perhaps you're coming back to reality, returning home. Perhaps you've been on a whirlwind travel adventure, and, you know, you're kind of needing to come home now and get back to work or get back to your business. Kind of get back to some sort of stability and normal routine. Or you're someone's, whoever it resonates for, you're kind of, what is that, the King of Pentacles, there you are, Capricorn. Or well, it could be, you could have Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn in your chart, but this is a Capricorn reading. But that's a very earthy, grounded, yeah, a very earthy, grounded energy. That is the King of Pentacles. He's abundant, he's grounded, he's stable, he's independent. He's good. That's very grounded. And like I was just saying, perhaps some of you need to come back to that grounded energy. You've been kind of a bit fiery, a bit here, a bit there, and it's time to make yourself stable again. Come back to earth. Come back to the ground, you know, root yourself again. Stand still for a moment. Stand still, be stable, be in one place. For some of you, I mean, you know, if you've been off traveling or having wild, interesting times, perhaps your funds, your money's dwindling, and you need to, you know, get back to work, get back to basics and earn some more money again. Could be as simple as that. Make some plans. Perhaps you haven't been going in any which way direction, and it's time to make a plan and to go forward in a particular direction, and not in kind of scattered here, there and everywhere directions. Tell me about the Magician in reverse energy for Capricorn. Why is the Magician here for Capricorn in reverse energy? Nine of Wands. Yeah, there's that kind of going through the battles. Something is this sheer determination, but it hasn't been easy. This persistence, this courage, but feeling quite defeated here. Feeling defeated in something that you've been not walking away from, sticking with, carrying on with, but you're kind of doubtful about this going back to this wish fulfillment, this Ten of Cups, this outcome that doesn't seem to be happening, and you're becoming doubtful, becoming, you know, is this gonna actually happen? Tell me about the Eight of Cups. I don't know why I had to count those cups. There you go. I was doubting that I knew the number of cups on the card, so I have to count them again. Tell me about the Eight of Cups and its reverse energy for Capricorn, please. Two of Wands in the upright. Two of Wands is planning, progress, making decisions, kind of looking ahead, foresight, looking at goals, possibly some sort of trying again, reconciliation. You're not walking away from this because you have hope that there might be plans for this to progress, to come back around, to reconcile or come good, be successful. And you're kind of not giving up on it just in case that were to happen. Also as well, I mean, I'm getting heavy travel. Some of you want to move on. You want to travel. You want to progress. You've got plans that you want to make and go ahead with, and you're kind of feeling restricted. You're holding on for this, and you're kind of, it's restricting you from going forward in some way. Tell me about the devil. He's here twice for Capricorn, so tell me all we need to know about the devil for Capricorn, please. Two of Pentacles and the devil in his reverse form for Capricorn. What is it that Capricorn needs to know about the devil? Yeah. Two of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Resistance, change, unfinished business, lack of closure, holding on to this, needing to make a balance, needing to make a decision, needing to find balance in this, because this is very much knocking you off balance, and you're not kind of moving on from this. You're resisting moving on from this because you feel like you have some sort of lack of closure. This is unfinished. You're waiting for whatever this is to come into balance, and it's got quite the hold on you. Excuse me. Is it is it the biggest pot of gold at the end of a rainbow or something? It seems to be quite important to have this sort of a hold on you or someone or whatever it is. Tell me about the star for Capricorn. What's the hope, faith, balance and renewal? Why is the star here for Capricorn? Sorry, excuse me a minute. Sorry. Had to get rid of that sniff. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Something you thought was stable, solid, abundant. Well, you're not getting it at the moment, but you're remaining hopeful that you will. Perhaps for some of you this is to do with money. You've lost some money, or you've invested into something that didn't turn out successful and it's kind of failed in some way, and you're hoping that it will become a success, or the money, finances will turn around, or perhaps this is to do with inheritance or some sort of payment that you are waiting for. A card just fell out. Two of Wands in reverse. Again, that's a lack of, you don't know what's ahead. You don't know how it's going to work out. You don't know. You're at a crossroads here. You're at a crossroads. You kind of, yeah, you're at a crossroads. How long are you going to wait? How long are you going to keep investing? How long are you going to wait for this to turn around before you kind of move on and progress in life, within yourself, within whatever this is? Tell me about the King of Wands. King of Swords just flew over. King of Swords, King of Wands. That is that's pretty no-nonsense energies. That's getting to the truth, the clarity of a matter, making decisions with logic, with determination, with action. Using your logic, your intellect, your mind, keeping your emotions out of it. Serious decisions, wise decisions, big decisions. And I feel you have the want to do that. Queen of Wands. Five of Swords. Okay. So, Five of Swords. Give me one more on that, please, for the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, the Five of Swords. Can we clarify further on that? Queen of Wands, Five of Swords. Ten of Cups in the upright. With regards to love, relationships, connections, there's some sort of, and a couple of other cards that have kind of come out that I've drawn attention to but haven't gone there as of yet. I'm getting some kind of third party external issue that has come between some sort of relationship, commitment, marriage, whatever it is, although I'm more just seeing relationship, connection. Some sort of sneaky behavior or fiery kind of impulsive behavior, temptation, desire that's kind of got a little bit out of hand and it's kind of turned something upside down. Something or someone external of an existing connection, relationship that's kind of got involved somehow and it's turned a Ten of Cups upside down. So I'm getting lots of different kind of energies here. Lots of, you know, different situations for some of you. Different energies, different situations. I don't know how much more I'm going to clarify, really. Let's have a look at that Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here for Capricorn? King of Pentacles. Again. Talks about, I think, being independent, dependent on yourself, stable within yourself, and not kind of being around your friends, yeah, and socializing, but realizing that you I'm getting this need for approval, need for validation, dependent on too many people, or kind of wanting the attention of too many people, or and needing to realize that you don't need validation from anyone to know that you are good just as you are. So Ten of Cups. It's here twice for Capricorn. What is this Ten of Cups? Tell me about it. And it's upright and reverse energy. Tell me about the Ten of Cups for Capricorn. Okay, that was back to front. Ace of Pentacles, new beginnings, new solid beginnings. King of Swords in reverse. Okay, so something happened here. Something happened within some sort of connection that has tipped a Ten of Cups upside down on its reverse form. But there's some sort of offer here for stability, for abundance somewhere, for security, or perhaps meeting someone new, or some sort of opportunity to create stability. But something here kind of blew that out of the water. Tell me about the Six of Cups and its reverse energy for Capricorn. Ten of Cups in reverse. Again, broken, disconnected. Something that I'm getting this what could have been, what was, but what isn't now, and whether it's reality or fantasy, or whether something's going to be what it's meant to be or what it was perceived to have meant to have been. And it's kind of very up in the air. I'm going to just pause a minute because I want to put these into their suits. One moment. I don't think I've got much more to clarify after doing all that, but some of you are holding out hope for something, for this wish fulfillment, possibly kind of not walking away from it, but completely, but kind of putting it on the back burner for a moment. It may come around, it may not, but some of you, or whoever this resonates for, you are in your fire power, you're in your fire element, you are kind of out there. I think I'm getting the thingy of getting on with it, but still kind of holding out hope for this situation, but you're kind of having fun. Feeling you've got this spark for you know, fun, passion, desire, creation, action, and you're kind of not getting it in one situation, so you're just kind of still, there's that little bit of hope that it might still come back around, but you're getting out there, you're kind of not holding on, or you're getting to the point of not holding on any further, because any sort of not holding on to the point that it's going to stop you kind of getting on with things in the meantime, or looking for new opportunities, or seeing you've kind of waited for this for a while, and you've been waiting and you've been patient, and it's caused you worry and confusion and up and down, and I think that bubbling, that fire bubbling underneath the surface is about to erupt, and you're just going to go for it and kind of take each day as it comes. And if this turns back around and it reconciles or it comes back together, then yeah, you'll cross that bridge when you come to it. But at the moment, you are very much, I'm getting the energy of done waiting here, and you can't kind of hold on no longer. You want to get out there and enjoy life and move forward. And if it's not going to be here, as maybe upsetting as that is for you, you're kind of at the point of thinking, well, how long can I hang around, stay upset for, being, you know, hold on to this? I need to move forward. And King of Pentacles, and coming back to the realization that you kind of depended on this to a point that it's caused you inner conflict, inner turmoil. I mean, the devil's there twice. This has held you quite strongly for quite a while, and you're coming back to a place of, actually, I don't need to depend on an outcome of something. I'm pretty good by myself. And now's the time for me to get my own power, get my own stability, remember who I am, and live my life for me, not for other people, not for another person or the outcome of a situation. It's time for me to think of me. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Hope this helped. Good luck with whatever it is you're dealing with at the moment. Enjoy, best wishes, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.